I've always had this love-hate relationship with the bathroom. While it is where I get my best ideas when I'm showering, it's also where I seem to cause myself the most suffering. In the mid-1990s, I went on this missions trip to Guatemala. I remember distinctly before flying out, one of the adults had admonished us to be smart in this country, particularly with our eating and drinking habits. Don't drink any unboiled or otherwise unpurified water. I don't remember much else what he spoke about except something about Montezuma and him being vengeful sometimes. But anyways, they set me up in this beautiful host home. Then one night the family offers me this awesome spread for dinner. I sit down and they literally put an entire roast chicken right in front of me. I ate everything these guys put in front of me, including this red concoction that I assumed was Kool-Aid. You see, I love strawberry Kool-Aid. I go to bed that evening and everything was right in the world. The next night, we're traveling around, and we end up at this palatial estate. And that's where it happened. Montezuma had invaded. This witch's cauldron-esque boiling sensation began in my stomach, and I knew that I had but a few moments. So I asked, and the owner quickly pointed me out to one of his restrooms. I ran in and proceeded to do my business in what had to be the largest bathroom I have ever seen, with some of the most amazing acoustics I have ever heard. And by amazing, I mean that every sound that came from my body was somehow amplified and echoed throughout the rest of the home. After my first volley, there was this eerie calm that set in, and then I heard it. I don't speak Spanish, but I really didn't need to speak it to know what these guys were talking about outside the door. I then leave this place and go back to my original host home that evening. I immediately make a beeline for their restroom to deal with the rest of God's wrath that is in my colon when I hear the exact same thing from outside my door, again from the guy who just dropped me off. He was telling them about the pure hell that had been introduced into my colon through the Kool-Aid that they gave me. Upon that toilet, I swore that would be the last time Montezuma would ever visit me again, but oh God, it wasn't. Years later, I'm living with my parents. It's my day off, and I discover this delicious bag of jalapeno beef jerky from the peanut shop in my parents' cupboard. I'm doing a little bit of Final Cut Pro training, so periodically throughout the day, I keep going back and getting more and more pieces over and over again. And before I knew it, I had consumed more than half of the 1 pound bag. And as if this wasn't enough, my friend calls me up and invites me out to dinner. His ride, his treat. He takes me to this Mexican restaurant for dinner that evening where I have a grande fajita with extra spicy cheese sauce, and all was well until we were on the road approximately 4 miles from Rob's apartment at 71st and Aspen. That's where it hit me. Now, I'm going to attempt to put this discreetly. Imagine it's the end of World War II. The Enola Gay is about to bomb Hiroshima, and they're a few miles out, but the bomb is pushing its way through the bomb bay doors, and detonation is imminent. So I look over to my friend and I tell him, "Dude, run these lights, I am not kidding." Without question, he dashed us home as quickly as was possible. I ran up the 3 flights of stairs, barely touching the steps, and proceed to defile this man's bathroom in the most epic and grandiose fashion possible, matched only by the tremendous burning sensation that once delicious jerky was now using to punish my excretory system with singed jalapeno fury. I wish I could tell you that I learned my lesson. I wish I could tell you that I'm a vegetarian now. But alas, I live in a world where they make such delights as blue cheese stuffed hot links. Oh God.